down now. Alright, give me a second. Alright, I'm getting situated here. Give me a second. It's alright. Alright, we'll just watch from here. And then we'll move back over there when it's time. Hey, how do I do this? How do I, all right, welcome to the chat, everybody. Sorry, I'm getting situated here. Dark Matter, Jamie Moore. What a good day. Yeah, good day. Got a little sunset going on here. I'm going to move in a minute and put the phone down and hopefully so it's not as wobbly. But yeah, we're going to capture the sunset here and maybe talk about a little bit what the sun's doing and if it's moving or if the earth is moving around it. And yeah, let me know what you guys think and how your Sunday is going. This is the sun's day, so I thought we would go watch the sunset. We might not have much of a sunset today. It's kind of cloudy. I don't know if it's gonna be able to burn through those clouds. They're running thicker. So I don't know. May call it short. Looks like maybe there's some heavy clouds coming in. What I really need to do is I need to get over here on the other side of this hill here, because that's where the sun actually sets. This mountain this little hill blocks it, but you can still see it a little bit. But still good to come out here and see a sunset. So doing a little series right now called the Sunset Challenge, and just asking people to go watch sunsets. And if you want to join me on a sunset, I'll be out here watching them and discussing what's going on. So it's pretty simple. You see a sun set, you see a sun move, and you don't feel the earth to be moving. And when you do it, you actually will feel, not only does the earth not move, you'll feel like it's charged. You'll feel like this this really peaceful centering. It's almost like a negative, like kind of how a battery has a ground charge. You'll feel that, and you'll feel that later on when you're in bed too. It's really quite interesting. It's very beautiful. It's powering, but in a very centering way, almost in a flat way. So it's not as maybe as inspiring as thinking there's a world out there, or that this earth is hurtling in those heavens and in those worlds. It's not like that. It's just the life here, and then this is the stage, and those are like the curtains sometimes, and they light up our days, and they go away, and then it's night, and yeah, you gotta be okay with that. But taking the time to go in and watch it and enjoy it is, I think, definitely beneficial. So sometimes when we do cosmology on the computer, we forget that you're looking through the lenses of someone's camera, you're looking through the lenses of the computer. And when you see it with the lenses of your own eyes, it's pretty hard to dispute that the Earth isn't moving. The Earth is just not moving. And, the sun just is not appearing to be that far away. You do science, or that big for that matter. The reason they have to move it 93 million miles away is because they're saying it's 109 times bigger than the Earth in diameter. Well, you can just, by looking at it, you can also look at the Earth at the same time. The Earth that I'm looking at right here is just like, dude, it's not 109 times bigger than this Earth. It just isn't. So what gives? Oh, well, it's 109 times, or I'm sorry, 93 million miles away. No, no, you have to do that because you're saying that it is 109 times bigger than the Earth. So because you want the Earth to be moving around it, because you want the universe to be the center, and you want to build worlds and universes, and it's just not designed to do that. This is the world here. We're not creators. We're just caretakers, and we're supposed to manage it. But if you don't know what the Earth is, you might mismanage it, and then you might try to create new worlds and miss out. So that is why people historically have always taken the power of the stars and tried to manage life through them, and understanding that it is already built for us and already done, we can maybe not mismanage it, and then enjoy it sometimes too. That's the biggest thing that we forget sometimes, to sit back and enjoy it. But understanding what you're looking at will help you do that. This is this is quite peaceful. So flat Earth and flat Earth cosmology is not the most exciting thing. It is exciting battling it, I guess. It's fun being right. It's fun destroying people that think that they're living on a spinning ball in outer space. I mean, yes, it can make you feel better than it, but that's not the point of it. They're doing that. They're building worlds. They're building universes. And then we're coming along and saying it's not true. I mean, just go look at it. And then sometimes you get caught up in that. And then when you're sitting here watching it, you're like, yeah, I don't see how anybody could understand that this Earth isn't just a plane of existence. The water's flat. The sky's flat when you're up on it as well. The horizon, just water meets the water, the air meets the air. And we want to build worlds. And this world's here and it's flat. Not just physically, but it's flat spiritually and emotionally as well. So anyways, that is kind of the gist of it. And I usually start with sunsets when I explain people flat Earth. I go, just go look at it. There's videos you can watch, and for some people they need to debunk gravity. They think we live on some ball. What about gravity? Yeah, I'm not your guy for that. Yeah. Buoyancy and density is as far as I go with gravity. The weight of the object is what is causing it to stick to the ground, in my opinion. I don't think there's any magical forces. You can play with the air and things like that, and there is static electricities and there is magnetism, but it's all created. It's not like the Earth creates some magnetic forces. It is at rest. There are rocks and there are electric forces, but and the skies might stir that a little bit, but it just is what it is, and then it interacts with its object, and then in its nature we give it names. That's all it is. And it's a plane of existence, and yeah, you can harness that plane and you can create energy for sure, but it takes a sacrifice, and it's the carbon cycle and the dead cycle. Your body is made of carbon, and then inside your body of water and blood, and then that's going to create your spirit and your emotions, and it's going to be in a cycle. And as we see here, the sun is kind of dying here. I don't think we're going to have much of a sun set tonight. I think the clouds are going to block it. But yeah, then we get emotional looking at it, and we try to build worlds off of it. And it's a flat cosmology, man. Geocentrism can be turned into worlds too. Anytime I talk about the sun, people go, "That's just geocentrism." I don't see it that way. I don't want to be bullish on it. I've probably spent too much time arguing that. I like flat Earth as a cosmology. The study of the heavens is the celestials and the skies and the airs and flat Earth is the land and the water being a plane. But I like to use it as a way to prove that it's not in the heavens, it's not in the skies, and then it's appearing in its likeness. And I like it as a cosmology. I like it as a philosophy to say it's flat, like chill in the heavens stuff. Yeah, it is heaven itself. That's the thing they're hiding. They're stealing it though. They're trying to create like a heaven, and that's the thing Martin Luther figured out, and that's actually how I got into flat Earth. I was reading the Bible, and then I went and looked up if anybody else had interpreted a couple Bible verses, Genesis 2:1, and then Genesis 2:1, and Genesis 2:1 through 3. And Martin Luther had, and he was yelling at the church for selling indulgences, but he took it a step further, and he said not only is it wrong to sell indulgences to heaven, there's no heaven yet. It's here. And that's what so many Bible verses say, but specifically Genesis 2:1, and then then you have Genesis 1:6 and Genesis 1:9. That is basically the flat Earth model. He separated the waters from the waters and drew the waters together, the firmaments above, and then the waters here, and then it's a plane of existence, and the ice barrier on the side is there's mountains holding in the seashells. There's brine pools below us. There's also land. It comes out of the water, and yeah, I don't know if it holds it in or if it's just an expanse. It seems to be just an expanse. How far does it go? I think it goes as far as you can go. The celestial's a firmament, but I don't think it goes out there. I also don't think it's curved and domed. I think it appears that way, and it moves over the sky like a circle, but because of perspective, it looks like it's domed, but it's actually not. When you're up above it, you see a plane, but that stuff's not that big of a deal. But um, some people think it is, but you know, not probably worth spending too much time arguing about. But I think, yeah, the best way to start is just to go out and watch sunsets, man, and see if it matches what you see on your computer and what the news is telling you and everybody else. You'll feel it to not be moving. You start there, and then go look at water, and if you want to go further. But it's very peaceful and very centering. It's very nice. CJ in the house, space. Sorry, I'm not really paying attention. I don't know how to really use the chat here. This is my first live stream ever. CJ quit thinking. That's a good way to do it. Just let everybody else think for you. Don't do that. You can't let the world think for you. I think, therefore I am. It's weird how people look at the skies and go, space, I'm gonna go to space. I never was a space guy. I don't mind sci-fi movies. I like the movie Interstellar, but I don't know. It's weird. I never, as a kid and stuff. I mean, I guess I believed in space. I guess I did. I don't know if I did or not though. I was never that emotionally tied to it. This thing that people are doing where they're just romantically involved with outer space. Oh my goodness, I don't know. I can't relate to it. It's quite interesting, actually, that they are so possessed with outer space. It all comes from pictures. Most people don't go out and see the stars at night. I mean, most times it's cloudy, and where I live, it's always cloudy, so it's kind of cloudy tonight. This is kind of a bummer. It was a nice one last night, and then I got a good sunset a couple days ago. I got a really good one. I was chasing the sun. It was setting. I could see it. I was like, I almost missed it, and I got it just at the tail end as it peaked over the horizon. So it was great. But if I would have been there like 10 minutes earlier, oh man, it would have been really cool. But I'll get better at it, and I got a little bit of time on my hands because it's our slow season at work, so not a lot of people go out to dinner and stuff during the summer there, like me, on the beach, so out here enjoying it as well. Oh, how do I do this? So, is the sun 93 million miles away? What did Copernicus say? He said it was 3 million miles away. Kepler said it was 56 million miles away. It wasn't until, like, I think, I don't know when they said it was 93 million. I know in 2015 is when they figured out the diameter, when they allegedly were coming back from the moon and they saw some light on Mercury, and then they said it was, and correct me if I'm wrong, they said that's how they found out it was uh, 109 times bigger than the Earth in diameter. The 109 times bigger thing is crazier to me than the 93 million miles. I mean, they go hand in hand. There's the same thing. In order for it to be 109 times bigger than the Earth, it needs to be 93 million miles away, because otherwise, you obviously would see it be that big. But it's the whole thing is silly, absolutely silly, and it's also more to the point. Like, I think there's something going on that's being, like, revealed to us, because more people are like, yeah, why did we ever think that? Because the thing about flat Earth and people understanding this, at one point they all, up until, well, I guess up until a couple years ago, everybody that was a flat earther at one point wasn't. At one point believed in the globe. At this point now, there's kids and stuff that have grown up, like, hearing flat Earth and been like, yeah, duh. But before that, it was like, yeah, we at one point believed it was a globe, and then now it's like, once your mind is turned on to the fact that the water's, not curved, and you look at the skies and whatever it does for you, but it's just having that in your head, like, okay, go look at it, and then make a decision. You go, no, it's not. It's not what they're saying it is, and I don't know. It's crazy. It's something. It's got to be something with the way the star cycles work. I'm a bit of a Nibiru guy. I know some people don't like it, but it's up there. I mean, it is a dark celestial. With the planetary alignments. I mean, they're not planets; they're planets. They're magnets. But there's got to be something with that. That's allowing. It's just easier. It's just way easier to get through truth than it used to be. It's way easier to explain it to people if they're at all willing to like go look at it. Watching a video that might do it for you, but if you go outside and go to the beach and with the question in mind, is the water curved? You're coming back with the answer no. If you look at you look at the sun and ask yourself if it's 93 million miles away, no, you're gonna say no. So I don't know, man. It's something happened, and it's just way easier to get through it now. So one of the things that got me into my sunset challenge was the final experiment thing going on there. Gonna go look at a sunset, and I was like, dude, we gotta get people out looking at sunsets before that. Because I don't want to have to go through 10 years of what is a sunset. You're gonna see it light out, but is it gonna be proof that the sun didn't set just because it's light out? That's why they're doing it. That's why they're going, and that's why they're going there, because there's a mountain range that's going to be blocking whether or not you can see the sunset or not. Of course, the sun sets out there. Otherwise, they would just show the video of this 24-hour sun. So, from a conspiratorial perspective, dude, it's gonna set. But yeah, there is twilight out there, and it's light out, and there's a lot of people that go out there and they go, yeah, there's a 24-hour sun, but it's not a 24-hour sun. It's a 24-hour sun. It's 24-hour daylight. So that's the game they're doing. And yeah, you can tell that the sun moves around us, and just the way the sun is going to be out in the sky, that's enough proof. So it wouldn't be that big of it on either model. It's just they're just move the distance and move the speed. You could just play with it. It is a geocentric, heliocentric argument, but it is interesting, and I think it's a great way to get people paying attention to this. You get people out looking at sunsets, man. It's all over. It's all over. That's the best way to start. And they look at water, and you got to go outside though. You got to go outside. Most flat earthers aren't going to tell you that. They're going to watch my channel, watch this video. No, go outside. Go outside and see it, and then maybe go research it. But start with peering into it yourself, and then talk, and then have a conversation about it. But you gotta feel it, you gotta see it, and then you also understand that someone's trying to control what you see and what you feel, and then they're trying to give you an explanation through those crazy pictures, and they want that to be your science, that to be your worldview, that to be your cosmology. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Words of CJ Space. Ha. Yeah, it's silly, man. That's why you just gotta stop thinking. But I don't think we're gonna get much of a sunset. I might cut it. I don't know. Let's stay a little longer. Again, it's my first stream, so first live stream. Yeah, I'll come out here and do a couple of these. Hopefully, we get better. Better sunsets, and appreciate everybody that's joined. Thanks so much. Those that aren't here, yeah, hopefully they're out enjoying it. That's awesome too. But yeah, back to the final experiment. If something like this happened where the clouds came in, so it's what is it? It's like, I don't even know what time it is. So we're out here trying to watch the sunset. If it doesn't get dark and it stays like this, but let's say this, we saw the sun, and we saw that it was well, I saw it yesterday, so I know it's in its. Well, you can kind of see it a little bit, right? Is that? I don't know. That's where it's tricky. But yeah, the fate of Flat Earth is going to be in the hands of Jaron. Oh my goodness. Most people don't understand. Jaron's biggest crime against Flat Earth was not the Netflix documentary. He did a curvature experiment at this pier, and he literally ripped people off with it. So he advertised it for like a year, and he kept saying, "Oh, we don't have enough money to do it. We don't have enough money to do it." He kept canceling it, kept raising money for it. And then he goes out, he raises like $10,000 for it. And then he gets a Glober. It wasn't going to be with Globers. It was just people that thought the Earth was flat, but wanted to do a curvature experiment. So he raised a bunch of money. And he goes, "Oh, I need more money, I need more money." Ends up raising like $10,000. Goes and does it. He goes buys like a $25 level. Does the stupidest thing. He ends up botching it and failing again, of course, because the guy is incompetent in showing that this Earth is flat. It's like he does it on purpose. But yeah, then he just pocketed the money, and now he's going to Antarctica on someone else's dime. He's obviously rich. I mean, he has had a popular show throughout the years. He's good at TV and stuff. I'll give him that. But yeah, the work is in, man, and trying to stop it and expose it by showing people how the sun works. In the summer it's gonna be setting way out over here, and then in the fall and the winter will be setting way out by those. And the fall will be out by these mountains here, and then winter, about those trees. Sorry, and then the mountain range in the winter, and that will be proof that it is moving away from us and rotating around us, and that's just so obvious. When you see it, but we'll have to wait till fall for that. And yeah, they'll be seeing a version of that. But they're going to be up on this glacier, and there's a big mountain range, so it'll be like, kind of like what we're seeing in the winter out here, but it won't get dark. So we'll see the sun go over these mountains, but here it will get dark. So it'll be like, okay, the sun set. There it will still be light out, and they'll be trying to figure out whether the sun set or not. Well, you're not going to see that physical sun. So why are you going to that glacier? Why aren't you going to somewhere where there's water so you can see it set over and where there isn't a mountain range, so you can see it there? Well, because they want to fake it. So obviously most people know that, and the scam is in. Well, I don't think we're going to get much of sunset today, so I think I'm going to cut it short, but thank you for everybody to check out the stream, and I will be back here. I don't know if I'll be back here tomorrow, but sometime next week I'll do another live chat during a sunset. I hope to talk to you then.